Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Andy's MG Adventures, where today is a quick tutorial on how to get one of these down. So, let's get into it. To correctly put down your hood, start with the two main fasteners that are inside the cabin. They hold the hood to the frame of the windscreen. You can see one here and here. Next, what you can do is take the popper off here and here. If your hood's in better condition than mine, then you'll also have poppers here. Following the hood lining, follow it round, and you'll notice this little hoop here. Mine's come away, and I'm too much of a cheapskate to fix that popper, for now at least. Some roofs might have another looped popper just beneath this shot. Be sure to check. It's time to move outside the car. From the driver's side, start unpoppering. You'll start to notice the hood get looser. Next step, make sure the doors are open. If you have a tonneau cover, make sure it's prepared because we're going to be folding the roof into the area around the back of the main seats. As you can see, I've prepared my tonneau cover nice and open so I can fold it back over the roof when it tucks down round the back. The next step, once you've got all the poppers done and the doors open and the internal poppers off, gently from the headliner, start to pull back. But don't go all the way back just yet. We want to pull this hood away from the frame. I like to get my hand on the inside and just start to pull it away from the frame a bit. All the way out. All the way out. It's a little bit of a faff. But what we want is it to look nice and flat against the boot like that. So you can now see that I've pulled the hood away from the frame, laid it flat, and made sure that the quarter lights are outside, lying nice and neat. Another important thing to do is to take those headliner clips, and I just like to keep them neat and tidy so that nothing catches where it shouldn't. We don't want this bit of the roof rubbing against any pointy bits, so just try and cover that up. Get your quarter lights and fold them in on themselves. We don't want any cracks in this. Just get them nice and neat, fold it in like that, and then we're going to take this whole piece of hood and tuck it over the frame, underneath, and allow the tonneau to come over the top. Watching this plastic, we don't want any bends in that. Tucking underneath, like so. Nice and neat. Job done. Next, it's the tonneau cover. This is why I had this already laid out underneath. I can now lift this out and popper it up. Now that you've got the tonneau cover roughly in place, we can decide which ones to popper up first. I like to start with the poppers at the very back and then do the 10X ones along the side. Now that the tonneau's looking nice and neat, or at least it should be, there are a few last fixing points on the inside of the car to look at. The tonneau should have some Velcro that sticks along there. Mine doesn't anymore because it's old and tired. And also on this B-post, there is these poppers. There are these poppers. Grammar divine, come on. And they fix just in there like this. And if I can do it left-handed, I'll be a legend. Last thing that's worth noting is there are 4 other poppers with little dangly straps underneath the tonneau that connect to the back of the car, which I'll just try and show you now. Yeah, there's one. There's 4 of those all the way along. I tend to keep those connected most of the time because they never need to be undone, really. I just leave them hooked up at the back of the car. So there you have it, the definitive guide to putting your MG Midget or Austin Healey Sprite hood down. At least it's the way that I've been doing it. I hope it's right, if not, tell me below. To get the roof back up again, all you need to do is the reverse of what we've just done. So until the next video, take care of yourselves, big love.